Welcome to the Big Mouse House, where Disney magic meets honest conversation. I'm your host, Jamie, and I'm here with my two co-hosts, Sam and Carter. We're your Disney-obsessed family who aren't afraid to share the good, the bad, and the pixie-dusted truth about the most magical place on Earth. Good morning, fellas. How y'all doing this morning?
Great.
Excellent.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, Carter?
We're full of conversation.
Looking a little Star Warsy today.
Yep.
Sam's representing the Three Caballeros. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, when I knew we were going to film a Disney podcast today, is it filming? Do we potting? We're potting?
We're potting it up.
Yeah, potting it up. And I said to myself, I'm going to wear something Disney related.
I'm talking about.
Carter decided to wear possibly the most Disney Star Wars thing ever.
There's more Star Wars material in Disney World than Three Caballeros.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
He just went there.
I was going to do your family a favor and hook up the Disney Channel for free. Well, forget it.
Look, this is only podcast number 1, so let's keep it light on episode 1, Carter.
Exactly. So, Carter, go ahead and tell us. We'll start with you. Just kind of the heart behind what we're doing today, and just kind of how it came to be, and your role in that, and what you're excited about.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear that we love Disney World, and we talk about it all the time, and so we kind of figured, may as well put our knowledge out there.
Okay. Sam, what about you, bud?
Well, a true wordsmith over there, Carter Rotan.
It's only episode 1.
That's true. I mean, look, I'm coming for you. You came for me. No, so I, my first time I went to Disney World was with these two and our family, back while I was in college, and I absolutely hated, I loved being with them, but Disney World was not for me. And we went again with my kids, totally different way of doing it is with kids. Yeah. And from then on, we've been 3 or 4 times since then. We've loved it. Man, I'm on the Disney website all the time, on the app all the time.
That's right.
And we talk about it all the time, so we might as well record it.
That's right. I feel like we each have like our own strengths and even weaknesses when it comes to Disney World or planning or what it may be. But it's not just about planning your day in the park. We really appreciate and honor a lot of aspects about Disney and Disney World specifically. And so that's what this podcast is going to be about. And I'm really looking forward to sharing it with the world and experiencing it with the two of you and other family members as we move forward, because this is the Big Mouse House. So it's not going to be always the 3 of us, but we're excited about it, and let's get started. Okay.
And now our feature presentation.
So today is episode 1. We're going to cover a multitude of topics today. We're going to go segment heavy. So we're not going to just sit here and talk to you 30 minutes about the things you already know about Disney World. We're going to do it in fun and interactive ways. And it's definitely an aspect that we're going to kind of engage with each other, but we encourage you to engage as well. So here we go. We're going to start off.
Oh, come on. You got to admit this is cool.
So let's start off with some breaking news. This will be a segment where we kind of highlight anything that developed through the week. And Sam has some interesting news about the Cars Land in Disney World's Magic Kingdom. So Sam, what you got?
All right. Obviously, if you're hearing this has been out for multiple days, so you probably have heard about this. But if you haven't, we're going to break some news to you.
No one's ever asked me that before.
Earlier this week, the Disney Corporation kind of revealed the name for Cars Land. I think everybody's been calling it Cars Land, and they have released the name. Carter, have you heard what the new name's going to be?
I haven't, but I'm really excited to hear it.
Okay.
You have any guesses?
Yeah, what would you guess?
I'm going to go with Cars Land.
Okay. Well, it's not Cars Land. They are going to call it Piston Peak National Park.
Oh, National Park.
National Park.
Interesting.
Yes, they are basically going to, obviously we're going to lose 3 attractions. Carter?
I'm more of a Pacers guy myself.
More of a Pacers guy. Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy. Okay, Jamie and Carter, y'all help and chip in here. What are the 3 attractions we're going to lose with this new Piston Peak National Park?
Well, first of all, we're gonna lose your favorite nostalgic aspect of Magic Kingdom, Sam. That's going to be the Tom Sawyer Island.
That's
It's
right.
going to be going away.
We're going to talk about that more in a second. Carter, what else are we losing?
The only one I knew about was...
How about the big...
What's the big thing?
Oh, the steamboat.
Steamboat. What's the name? Liberty Bell.
That's
Liberty
right.
Bell Steamboat.
Always connect those together.
Yes. And we are losing aspects of Rivers of America. Reading up on it this week and watching the video and kind of seeing. I think we're still going to have some Rivers of America. I think it's going to be integrated into Piston Peak National Park. But basically, Piston Peak National Park is going to be cars oriented. There's going to be 2 rides in this new Piston Peak National Park. There's going to be a ranger station. There's going to be some food options. It seems like there's going to be a lot of walkways, some tunnels possibly, a lot of geysers. There's going to be a lot of geysers. There's going to be a geyser that's going to be basically based on Old Faithful in Yosemite Park. What Disney said, this is going to be basically based off of the West, the Rocky Mountains. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and start this right here because I was gonna ask your takes. I'm gonna go ahead and say my take first.
Wait. Is this a hot take?
This might be a hot take.
Okay, go for it.
I was really down on this.
Mm-hmm.
I was extremely, I wouldn't say mad. I'm not gonna get mad about Disney World because I love Disney World, but I'm gonna get upset. I took my son last time to Tom Sawyer Island. Jamie, you were there with us, and we enjoyed the heck out of it.
Yeah,
it is a classic Walt Disney created. I mean, he basically hand created this.
pure.
And it is based off of Mark Twain. It's based off of Missouri. It's based off of his experiences on some that Disney treasured.
That's right.
So to lose that is upsetting because I feel like that is a core tenet of what Disney World is supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I am very interested in what's about to happen with Piston Peak National Park. I am way less interested in Villains Land, which we're not going to talk about today.
Right.
But Piston Peak National Park has my interest.
Yeah.
I like the idea of 2 rides. I like the idea they're going to not destroy the Rivers of America, that's going to be somehow integrated into it with some kind of pathways. There's going to be a connecting bridge from Haunted Mansion all the way around this and then all the way to Big Thunder Railroad Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
I'm with you.
That is huge. I think that's going to be really fun. I'm not a Cars guy. I'm really not. Again, that's like my least favorite of all the Pixar films.
Sure.
It's not something that interests me. It was after my time. My kids don't watch it. Whatever. But 2 new rides is huge. I want people to go to rides I don't want to go to. So like, get them off the rides I want to be on. Send them over to Cars Land. Well, Piston Peak National Park. What y'all's takes on it? Then I'll wrap up this segment. What y'all got?
I think it's interesting to hear you to share that because those of you that are listening, I'm 48 years old. Sam, you are
37,
and Carter, you are
24.
So we really have 3 different generations here.
I lied. I'm 36. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I forgot. It's my fault.
And so I'm interested in seeing how this kind of plays out through our journey together. You know, when you mention things like Tom Sawyer Island, which is obviously one of the original aspects of Magic Kingdom, but I think back to my time and you know, you sharing your story about taking Henry there and you experiencing it as a child, and now that's not going to be there. And I think about to the aspects of Disney World that are not there just from when, you know, when I first started going, when I was a kid. I have to be honest, I miss those things, but it's still interesting and still new, and still an opportunity to make new memories with your kids as you move forward. And Carter, one day for you is you have your children and you'll be able to experience these things as well.
Yeah, you talk about a clash of generation. I've been to Disney World 6 or 7 times. I don't know if I've ever stepped foot on Tom Sawyer Island.
That's my bad, dog.
So, like, I understand, Sam, your perspective of the memories, because there's things at Disney World that I'd be pretty upset about if they left too. But for me, I'm always looking to the new stuff.
Yeah.
And Cars, I'm with you. I think Cars is pretty overrated. I think Lightning McQueen's the worst good guy, possibly in movie history.
Wow.
He's kind of a jerk. Like, throughout all 3 movies, he never really develops.
He kind of reminds me of you as a goalie when you played soccer.
Muscle up, Buttercup.
Okay.
Wow.
That hurt. Sorry.
He just called him the worst good guy ever. I mean, he's like, yeah, it reminds me of you, Carter.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear this morning.
That's rough. That's rough.
Yeah, but I know we're not talking about it, but I am excited about the Villains Land because my wife, which, if you know my wife, she's like the most pure, sweet person, but she loves the villains. Like in every movie, she looks to the villain. And it's so weird, but I know she's gonna enjoy that. So I'm
Yeah.
excited for her to see that.
Man, and let me counterpoint my own point. So I know I'm excited. I said that, and that is the truth. There is an aspect of this of getting rid of Tom Sawyer Island and putting in attractions that does kind of show where we're going as a society. And I'm not saying Disney World is a true reflection of society. We're going from a place where Tom Sawyer Island, where you were just free to look around, to run around, be
Right.
adventurous, to be imaginative, create your own adventure.
Right.
And we're going to two attractions that is showing you, forcing you to do one thing. This is the ride. This is what you're doing.
Yeah.
On Tom Sawyer Island, you were able to go to the fort and shoot the fake guns and run around, go in the tunnels. You were able to go on the fun bridge. I mean, there used to be a snack stand on Tom Sawyer Island. I'm sure it hadn't been open in years because people just don't go over there. It's not the easiest thing to get onto. But instead of kids being able to use their imagination, we're losing that by bringing these new rides. Again, I am excited about it. The pictures, if you have not looked, man, Google the pictures.
Yeah.
It looks very, very cool. It's going to really fit Frontierland well. I do find it strange that they're calling it something, Piston Peak National Park, instead of just integrating it into Frontierland.
Right.
Now, I know it is Frontierland. It's there.
Yeah.
But it is not, it's being called something specific.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah, Haunted Mansion is part of Liberty Square.
Right.
We know that. This is Piston Peak National Park with multiple rides in it inside of Frontierland.
Yeah.
Weird naming thing anyway. But again, I'll say this. I'm excited. I'm skeptical.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I wish there was a way to keep that adventure spirit of Tom Sawyer Island.
Yeah.
And I hope that the pathways, and I think there's some things integrated into Piston Peak National Park that will allow kids to run around and be adventurous. But that part, I do think we are losing that fun part of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's the thing about Disney is like they do still have those kind of things. Like they just opened the Moana deal in Epcot. It's not as big and as expansive as Tom Sawyer Island, but you can still run around, do your own thing.
IP.
And so it is getting rid of that, but there is still that thing. And I think that's something that Disney's really good at is catering to the people like you who say, we need to keep the old things, we need to keep the tradition, but then there's also the new and flashier things as well.
Gotcha.
Like it.
Great job, Sam. That's
Thank you. This is
interesting breaking news. Yeah.
Come on, that was a good one. How do you not get it? I called her a chicken. There's a chicken on the.
All right. Next up, we're going to get into some blind rankings. And so, Jamie and Sam, I have 5 Disney World souvenirs. All right. So, how this will work is I will give you a classic Disney souvenir, and you have to rank it on a 1 to 5 scale, 5 being your least favorite, 1 being your favorite. The trick is you don't know what's coming next.
Okay.
And so, you got to try to be strategic with it based off what you feel. All right. So, number
we
one.
We can't change it. We cannot change our
change.
rankings. Okay. This is huge.
Number 1, the classic bubble wand.
Oh gosh. These things
No.
infuriate me. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yes. When I'm walking through on Main Street and I'm inhaling who knows what concoction of bubble matter,
Right.
I'm not a fan. And I mean, I'm all about the kids having something they can enjoy, but
Does it say, are you?
those things are like, they're like the machine gun of bubble wand. I mean, it's crazy how much they put out. So I'm going 5 on
You're
that
going
one.
5?
Yes.
Okay. That's a hot take. They're necessary evil at Disney World. You need them for your kid. Now, my kids now, they're 6 and 10, so they're not going to be super bubble wandy. And I know we did not buy Hadley the last time.
Mm-hmm.
My pet peeve with the bubble wand is when they're using them on inside rides and on shows. That's just frustrating. But at the same time, they're necessary. You got to have them. If you're 3 or under, buy the kid a bubble wand.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, for some reason they are the most fun things for children. I'm gonna go 4 just because I think there's worse things at Disney World than a bubble wand.
Okay.
Don't act like you're not going to buy Beckett a bubble wand.
I didn't say I wouldn't buy one.
When we take him. All right. Number 2. You're walking down Main Street.
Okay.
And you see the castle, but in your line of sight are dozens of balloons. Those clear balloons with the Mickey head inside of them.
Yeah.
Where are you ranking those?
Yeah, Disney, the balloons are 5. And I'm going to tell you why. it's impossible to keep up with them.
Yeah.
They're the most frustrating. See, you said bubble wand, I feel like you're already like, oh gosh, I forgot about balloons. Balloons, not only do they cost an obnoxious amount of money,
How much are they? I don't even know.
too much. If they're more than $1, it's ridiculous. So you're paying for something that is now going to bump into a bunch of stuff. Your kid's going to cry and whine when you lose them. The bubble wand, you just put them in the basket underneath the stroller.
A good point.
With the balloon, it's going to be hanging above you. Then everybody's judging you, or at least I am. I'm judging everyone with the balloon. And look, I'm sorry. If you buy your kid a balloon, that's awesome. Like, good for you. You just have kashish on you. But like, man, let me buy some food, candy, bubble wands. I will buy a bubble wand every day over a balloon. It is obnoxious, is in my way, and you're not going to bring it home. You're not bringing it home.
I'm only going to go 4 because I have already chosen my 5 slot as the bubble wand. But I'm going to justify that by saying the fact that, or stating the fact that the balloons don't infringe upon me or anybody else around me. The bubble wand, dude, it's going to overtake everybody. I mean, it doesn't matter. And like the wind shifts, it's over with. You're inhaling bubbles. It's just a fact. And so
Yeah, I get
I'm
that.
not a fan. I'm with you. The amount of money that they cost, which we probably need to research that next time before we mention it. But only because the balloon can be kept to yourself unless you're walking next to somebody. But the bubble wand, it's a respecter of no one, dude. It's coming for you.
I'm going to give you the price.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Quick, small segment. How much do you think Jamie Otan and Carter? I want you to let's guess the basic Mickey balloon, not the light up, the basic Mickey balloon. What do you think, Carter?
So that's the big one with the Mickey head in the middle.
That's right. What do you think, Carter?
I'm gonna go $14.99.
Great. What you got?
I'm gonna go $21.99.
$15
Okay.
plus.
Okay.
Which means, who
Right.
knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones with the lights in them probably cost about $90.
Oh, it has 22.
Okay.
22. A BB-8 balloon is $22.
Can you imagine like getting on the bus to go back to the resort?
Thank
with
you.
those?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I
You
just
can
see,
take.
like, you buy them and your kid immediately lets go of it. It's literally money floating away.
With a bubble wand, you can pour out the juice. You'd be like, oh gosh, no, I'm sorry. Like with a balloon, what are you going to do? Pop it in front of your kid? It's going to be gone.
You
All right,
pop
sorry.
it when your kid starts acting up, and you pop the balloon to teach them a lesson. I'm
Man,
just
we're-
kidding.
Woo! All right, let's go to the next
All right,
one.
next one,
All right,
Carter.
so you both have used your 4 and your 5.
We have.
Number 3, the classic mouse ears, the headband.
Man.
Let's just
Wow.
go basic, no like theming, just Mickey Mouse.
I'm just gonna work the way up on this one. I'm going 3, just
Okay.
because number one, I'm a guy, so I'm not gonna wear a Mickey ear. No offense to anybody that wants to. The way that they pierce into people's heads, I'm not a fan of that, but I get it. And especially if I'm a female that's trying to coordinate their outfit for the day, I get it. I promise you. So I'm gonna slot that at 3, Sam.
Okay. Carter, are we talking about, and y'all can help me, are we talking about the ones like with the headbands? Or are we talking about the old school hat?
No, not the hat. Just
Oh.
the like you
Oh.
walk into Emporium and there's just a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Full of
have
them.
the hats.
At $34.99.
Sure.
Well, I'm thinking just the headbands.
Yeah.
Oh, man, well, the headband, that's so specific. That's so female oriented. Man, growing up, I had a Disney VHS, VCR, right? It's I don't know if you know what VHS is. It had
Yeah, I
tape,
do.
right? Okay. So Carter's a little younger. The VHS, it had things from Disney World, and it had kids with those hats on, right? The old school black skull cap with the ears on top. That was the height of luxury for me as a child. I just thought this was the greatest thing ever. I don't even know. I think I bought one the first time I went, and I felt so crazy wearing it. And that was as like a 19-year-old. So the basic hat is that's a childlike gift. The ears, man, women love it. Like, I go for it. I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to say 2, just
Okay.
because it is Mickey, and man, it is his park.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a 2.
All right.
All
Very
right.
good.
Next up, an absolute family staple for us. I have Disney pins.
Number one, hands down.
Oh, okay.
It's the collector in me, and I have instilled that bug into my children, I think. But it's so interactive and it's so engaging, and it teaches your children to walk up to somebody and strike up a conversation. That's probably not a good way to put that to make your children to talk to strangers, but in Disney World, it's a safe place typically. But it's a way to engage them. So just simple things like walking from attraction to attraction. They stop and they see, the janitor or the cast member that's selling popcorn, to ask them to see their pins and to engage with them. I just love that aspect. And I love the search. I love the hunt. I love completing different sets and that kind of thing. Um, and if you're not familiar with what we're talking about, these are the pins that just about every cast member has on their belt. They have like a little satchel with different pins, and you bring your pins, and the idea is that you trade them with the cast members or other park guests. It goes to another level. There are people that spend a lot of money on this. There are people that meet up in different areas of the park. It's really impressive to see. But for us, just from a straight souvenir standpoint, I'm going number one with the Disney pins.
I'm gonna I'm gonna agree with you. We just started doing pins last time with my son, and he absolutely loved it. I can only echo what you said. I don't think I can say it as eloquently as you did. I also love the history part where Disney has done such a great job of doing these pin years. Every year they'll do a different set. It's so fun for kids to learn more about Disney history and like you said, awesome opportunity for them to learn to speak to adults, and how to express themselves well, and also how to be focused and have fun. It's
Yeah,
a fun thing to do at the parks. It gives kids another thing to do beside rides,
that's right.
which I'm a rides guy. I'm a rides first guy. But the more we get in this podcast, the more that I've learned to not worry about just the rides, worry about the other stuff, worry about the attractions, worry about the gift shops, worry about all of the things you can see. And I think pins are the best representation of that in a souvenir.
Great.
Yeah, you mentioned, they come in sets. A core Disney memory of mine is I was looking for a set. They were these lanyards. Lanyards had different colors, and if there were 7 of them in a set, I had 6, and we were looking all day for the last one. And I'll never forget asking to see someone's pins, and they had that last one.
Wow.
And like I completed the set. I just felt so accomplished.
What color was it?
I want to say it was purple.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
I still have them too.
Yeah, that's a
He
good
does.
memory.
He does still have
You know,
his pins.
My sons are 22 and 24. Um, and we still enjoy pulling out the old satchel with all of them pinned in there and looking back and associating that with those memories. So definitely number one. That's a good one, Carter. Great job.
I have a Splash Mountain pin
Ooh.
that's got like the core 4.
Oh,
Mickey,
yeah. Yeah,
and
it's a
like
good
the
pen.
log slides up and down on it.
Real good pen.
I'm hoping in like 20 years.
Oh yeah, you're gonna retire.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
One time out. All right, what's our last one?
All right, number 5. So you have your number 2.
I have my 2 slotted.
I have my
Sam?
3 slot.
All right. At number 5, I have the lightsaber.
Easy 3 for me.
Mm.
Man, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy. Star Wars is not Disney World. I love Star Wars.
Oh,
I
that's
love
a
Star
second
Wars.
hot take today.
hereby banish you forever.
And I love Star Wars, the Star Wars area at Hollywood Studios.
Mhm.
But man, like I didn't go to Disney World to play with Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
The lightsabers are really expensive. And again, like if you're a Star Wars guy, and I am, I love Star Wars. Don't get me wrong. Love it. My kids love it. That is not the way I want to spend an hour and a half. Now, if my kid wants to do it when he's a little older, sure. What are you gonna do with this thing? You're gonna put the lightsaber up on your wall. You're never gonna play with it because it's it's too expensive. Don't want to break it. Blah 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 blah. Now, Henry did create the little plastic one last time. I think he went with you guys.
Right.
Man, he loved that thing. It's super
But you can
cool.
play with it too.
Yeah, he can play with it. So like, I'm all about that. The really expensive lightsaber to put on your wall. Man, I would almost put it at 5 if I had a 5 slot open.
Wow.
And that's just because that's not a thing you're gonna be able to play with. And
Yeah.
again, if I'm thinking about souvenirs, I'm thinking about something that you can. What am I gonna do with this?
Right.
Bubble wand. I'm gonna annoy people with it, but I'm gonna do something with it. Right.
Keyword annoy.
Right. Okay. A balloon is right there with lightsaber for me. All right. And I know people I'm gonna get some hate mail for this. I know I've already gotten some cutting eyes from Carter, but man, lightsaber at 3, it feels almost too high for me.
I'm looking at my list here, and while I'm not a huge lightsaber fan, because I'm with Sam, I when I think of Disney World, I really don't think of Star Wars. I'm not a hater. I enjoy those aspects. There's nothing like walking in the back there and seeing Galaxy's Edge and seeing everything that's represented there. But I'm looking at my list here, and I don't know that I would put lightsaber underneath Mickey ears, balloons, and definitely not on bubble wand. So while I'm not excited about this list overall, I'm going to consider it a win just because we got Disney pins in there, and they're obviously number one for me. So great job, Carter.
I am wonderful.
Our next segment we're going to go into is kind of a drop the mic feel to it, but we're going to rename that because we are in Louisiana. We're going to call it some spicy pixie dust. So this can be an array of topics. Today we've chosen to do what we do best in here in Louisiana, and that's eat. And so, guys, if we could have dinner with any Disney character, who would we choose? I'm going to break it off, and I'm just going to guess. I'm going to ask you to guess what direction you think I'm going here.
Definitely Jungle Book.
Okay, Sam.
I think you're going up.
Okay, you were both wrong. I've chosen Roy Disney. So, if I could have dinner with any Disney character or personality, I would choose Roy Disney. While he's not a cartoon mouse or he's not a fairy tale princess, he was the real life brother who made the magic possible. And so I associate with him because I'm kind of a behind the scenes guy. I'm not a dreamer. I'm a schemer. Like you, I'm not good at coming up with ideas, but once you tell me what you want to do, I'm all over it. And that's really the epitome of Roy. So picture this dinner conversation, guys. Roy, what was it like watching Walt dream up impossible things? Because that's what Roy did for decades. He watched, he listened, and he believed in his brother, in his mission, and his dream. While Walt was sketching talking animals and imagining theme parks, Roy was figuring out a way to pay for it all. He wasn't the dreamer, he was the dream keeper. He didn't just support his brother's dreams, he made them possible. And so that's the kind of family support. We call this the Big Mouse House. Because it is a family-oriented show. It is a family-oriented podcast. And so that's the kind of family support that we all recognize in each other. That sibling that believes in you when no one else does, that family member that says, we'll figure it out when your dreams don't seem possible. So at our dinner, I'd like to thank Roy for showing us that sometimes the greatest magic happens behind the scenes in the quiet support of family who never stops believing in each other. So that's my dinner, fellas.
Love it. Man, if I could eat dinner with any Disney character, I'm going to go with character because I do have some people I'd love to. Probably there's a couple of Imagineers in particular that'd be very, very fun to eat with. But if I could eat with any Disney character, and really, man, this is 100% off the top of my head. This is gonna be a weird one, but I would have to eat with Gaston.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Number one, the cinnamon rolls, spectacular.
So y'all would eat at Gaston's
Of
Tavern?
course, at his tavern. No, I just think Gaston's probably like my favorite villain. He's just so funny. And I feel like he'd just be hilarious. He'd have a lot of hilariously ridiculous stories that are 100% not true. But at the same time, I feel like I don't know. There's something about him that just makes me laugh a lot. And that time of history, the Beauty and the Beast era is a very fun era for me anyway.
Okay.
In terms of historical significance. So to get to talk to Gaston, I think would be extremely fun. It definitely entertaining.
Okay. Hey, that's really interesting. His character or his character interactions that you see on TikTok or Facebook or whatever, they're always, you're right, they're hilarious. I love how he engages with them and almost talks a little smack to them. That's really cool.
Yeah, that wasn't where I was going in my head, but then I thought to myself, what if I'm going to talk to somebody, I want to be entertained and I want to especially have just a ton of fun. Yeah. And Gaston's that guy.
Great. All right, Carter, you're up.
I'm going to continue on the Star Wars theme.
Shocker.
Even though you people don't acknowledge it.
I didn't say we didn't acknowledge
we didn't acknowledge it. We acknowledged it.
I'm going with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay.
He is, I'm not a huge movie buff, but I think he's my favorite movie character.
Ever?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because I kind of nerd out over Star Wars. I watched the Clone Wars, all 7 seasons of that. And, he's one of the main characters and just, I don't know. There's just something about him that it just draws me to him. And, I'm hoping I could learn some things from him.
Whoa.
Learn how to move some things, if you know what I mean. Learn some Jedi mind tricks.
If the soundboard had a nerd alert
Wait,
sound, it would do it
I
right
think I got
now.
one right now.
What am I looking at right now? Why are you hanging off the earth like a bat?
Yours beat mine. Yours beat mine. And I'm gonna tell you what. Obi-Wan Kenobi is awesome. Definitely the best character in the Star Wars canon. Just
Canon. Wow, great word.
the whole canon, man. He drives the first movie. He's the best character in The New Hope. He definitely
You mean
even
Phantom Menace.
New Hope is 4, the original
Oh, I see
Star
what you're
Wars
saying.
movie.
Never mind. It's technically Ben Kenobi.
Oh. And see, I'm gonna go to the other extreme. I'm obviously older. I'm a fan of the first 3 original, which is what 7, 8, 9. Is that correct?
4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6.
A New Hope is the first Star
I got
Wars,
you.
yeah.
And like, while he was an integral part of the movies, he wasn't featured a whole lot. You know, he got smacked down by Darth right toward the beginning of the film. So, but I know he's highlighted much more in the later releases.
Which is up Carter. You know, Carter was a prequel baby about that time, which is
Right.
fine because I enjoy the prequels.
What would you talk about?
Just his different adventures and like the people he's put down and like the.
Put down. Wow.
I would love
Hope there's
to.
no kids listening.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll fight you man to man with one hand behind my back.
he fought Anakin, beat him. Then he fought Vader, beat him, and then he lost to Vader when he was, really old and was ready to go anyway.
he lost on purpose. Yeah.
The quote unquote baddest villain in entertainment history. He put him down twice.
Wow.
There it is again. Put it down.
Put him down. Carter wants to put people down.
All right. Good job.
Your
Good
next
segment, guys.
Ginger and Judy.
Very good.
What am I talking about?
All right, Sam, what we got next? What's our next segment?
Yeah, man. Next up, we're gonna do something called Quote Me. Quote Me.
Quote Sam or just
Disney.
Oh,
Quote
gotcha.
Disney.
Okay.
These are gonna be from attraction pre-shows. So what I'm
Okay.
gonna do is I'm gonna read you a quote
okay?
from a pre-show, and you're gonna tell me what attraction or ride this is coming from.
Is this a competition? Like, do I have to beat him?
I mean,
I have to put him down?
A lot of putting people down in this episode. We're coming in hot on episode 1. Okay, I'm gonna give you each a choice, each opportunity. Yeah, we'll go. There's 5, so we'll see who gets the most points.
All right.
Sound good? Okay, so we'll go to Carter first, and then Jamie, you'll have time to respond.
Okay.
Here is the quote. Quote. And fly the feathered birds, and all that other stuff. Just don't tell my boss. I've been volunteered. I'll read it again.
Wow.
And fly the feathered birds, and all that other stuff. Just don't tell my boss. I've been volunteered.
I've got it.
Jamie thinks he's got it.
You better get it because I got it.
Flying birds.
Yes.
The only thing I can think of is Pandora.
Pandora. So you're
Flight
going to
of
go
Passage.
Flight of Passage. Okay, Carter says Flight of Passage. Jamie O'Tain.
He is correct. It is the Flight of Passage. It's in the pre-show where the young man with
We
the
gotta
curly
stand on your
hair.
dot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's telling you. The us gave it away, to be quite honest with you. So
Love
that was a nice inclusion right there.
Y'all were very specific. The answer is soaring around the world.
What?
That is not from, no, it's not from Flight of Passage at all. That is from Soar Around the
Patrick
World.
Baldwin, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Patrick Warburton
Oh my
as the flight
I
attendant.
feel like an idiot.
He's briefing you before you take flight,
Yeah, you
right?
were making me feel good because you were shaking your head like I was right.
this line
you fell
is
into my trap.
this line is like his humorous part, right? He's
That's right.
making
Yeah.
a joke about safety.
Gosh, that was a good one, Sam.
Wow.
Let me just
You
say,
got me.
it's been a lot longer since I've been to Disney than both of you. So
You went 2 years ago.
yeah, but you've been like 4 times since.
Okay.
Remember, and my favorite part of that, he goes, "Nice work, pal." You know,
Uh-huh.
like I love it.
Mhm.
He
Hey,
gives
you
you
know,
a little kid
he's
give
the
you a
best.
thumbs up. That's awesome.
Did
Make
you
sure you
see?
pull on that yellow strap?
Did you see that he like went to Disney,
Redid it.
and redid it in person? It was
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yeah. He looked
Okay.
really old, by the way. But anyway.
Well,
All right.
hey man, time gets us all.
Number 2.
Okay, here we go. We are at 0. All right, next one. If someone in the control tower asks you to identify yourself, don't take it literally. If someone in the control tower asks you to identify yourself, don't take it literally.
My thought immediately goes to Soren again, but that's not correct. Troll Tower. I don't know. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Carter. I'm gonna give you a guess, and we'll go again.
Okay.
I'm thinking
Rise
Rise of the Resistance.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a hint.
Okay.
Is at Epcot.
Mission Space.
Oh, that's why I don't know it. If it is Mission
It is.
Space.
It is Mission Space.
I've never.
The hint was going to be you have never really wanted to ride this ride, and when you've done it, you hated every second of it. Yes, it is Mission Space. This is one of the Disney jokes and a more serious sounding moment.
Mhm.
Like if someone in the controller asks you to identify yourself, don't take it literally. Like don't just say I'm Sam.
What about if you're allowed to kick the door open while the cast member's trying to?
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
That's a
Mission
story for later,
Space, man. I know y'all. And we'll talk later about different specific rides, but I love Mission Space. I know you guys don't like it as much.
You can have it.
All right, a third one. So Carter has one, correct? Carter, you
Yep.
just got that. So 1-0,
I got that
Carter.
one.
Here we go. My siestas are getting shorter and shorter. My siestas are getting shorter and shorter.
Is this me or him?
You'll start this one.
I'm gonna go with the tiki room.
Okay. Carter.
The only Mexican themed ride is on your shirt,
I think.
but I think that's not it.
I thought he would like try to trick us on that, so that's why I went the tiki room. But you're going
I'll
with
just
Three
go with Three
Caballeros.
Caballeros.
The correct answer is Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki
Bang
Room.
bang.
As famously said by Jose, one of the 4 animatronic macaws who
That's
host the
right.
show, right as the birds are waking up and getting the show started. Quick question, Carter Oten, have you ever been inside the Tiki Room?
Unfortunately,
Jamie, I know you enjoy the Tiki Room as it is one of the originals.
That's right. I experienced it with. Was it you and Henry?
I've never.
no, it was me and you.
Yeah, I've never.
Okay.
Henry and
'Cause you
I
were
went
like-
in.
He was like, "This is one of the only things I've never done."
Yeah.
And then we got out, and he said, "Now I know I've never done that."
sorry, Disney purist.
Henry and I went in because you can sit in there and wait for it to start. And it was at the end of the night. It was not starting, and we were like, "No, let's bail." And we
Yeah.
went and did Splash Mountain instead. So that was a great
All right.
one. Okay,
We got one
one
more.
to one. 1-1. We got 2 more. We have 999 happy haunts here, but there's room for 1,000.
Haunted Mansion.
Oh
Okay,
man.
wow.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Next.
Very good. Easy.
Man,
2-1.
you ate that one up.
Jamie,
dude.
time for you to tie it up.
I got to get this.
All right.
Is this the last one?
This is the last one. I hope you all enjoy the show. I think you'll find it's quite refreshing.
Mm. Um.
I hope you all enjoy the show. I think you'll find it quite refreshing.
I don't know. You got me. Carter, you have a guess?
Gotta be something with water.
Hmm.
How
How did you get that? hint?
refreshing.
Oh,
like-
okay. Okay.
I've never ridden this ride, so if I get this, this is pretty impressive. But I'm gonna go with Tiana's.
Tiana's Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Or Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Nah.
Jamie?
I say no, but I really don't know the answer.
You just say no.
I say he's incorrect.
I've never heard of that ride.
So you're betting on him being wrong. You can't be right when he's wrong. The correct answer is, of course, Frozen Ever After.
Gotcha. Where's
Yeah,
that at?
the show?
From Elsa. She's inviting you into the story, subtly
Hmm.
hinting at the cool icy magic ahead.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
There you go.
I thought about Frozen the ride, but
That's it. Frozen the Ride. Frozen Ever
oh,
After.
it's not the show.
No.
What's the
ride.
show called?
The show's
Oh, the
called
sing along.
Frozen Sing Along. Frozen Ever After.
Dang, I thought about that too.
Wow.
Well, at least you thought about it. Jamie
Yeah.
just said no.
Yeah. I
Good.
stumped the big mouse.
Yeah.
Congrats.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck.
All right, so let's talk about the real magic, Disney food, and specific to this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about Disney snacks. We're going to do some quick fire favorite snack mentions. Let's keep this pretty brief, guys. Just make sure you include where you find it, the price point, and why it's special to you. We're gonna allow you to read yours, and then we're gonna rate that. The other two hosts will rate it 1 to 10 Mickey heads. Everybody with me?
Got it.
All right. I'll start it off with one of I kind of went kind of generic solid choices. I'm not going too extreme here because there are obviously some things that I know that I enjoy that others may not. And so maybe for a later episode we'll do that. But I'm going to start off with everyone's favorite. That is the corn dog nugs from Casey's Corner.
This was almost my snack. I'm glad I didn't do it.
Yuck.
Okay. All right. I thought you liked corn
I
dogs.
don't like corn dogs.
Gotcha. So that'd be a 1 Mickey head for
I'm a
you.
picky eater, though.
That's very true.
So I refuse to rank things I'm not going to eat. I mean, that'd be
I got you.
disrespectful.
Hey, I'm with you.
I'm a picky eater. That's why I love them. I mean, it's so basic.
It's pure America.
Like,
I would venture to say the corn dog is more American than the hot dog. Hey, I just
what do
dropped
they
a
eat
hot
on?
take.
What do they eat on 4th of July?
A lot of hot takes.
How many does Joey Chestnut put down? 70 something hot dogs or corn dogs?
He couldn't do that many corn dogs. That's
That's right.
impossible.
Exactly.
Because he would be savoring the flavor. That's why. All right, Carter, where do you rank it? 1 to 10.
I'll give that 7.8.
Oh, okay. We're going decimal points. I like it. All right. Very good. Sam, what snack you got up?
Oh man, I've got one that's family efficient. It's family friendly, and it's not specifically Disney.
Okay.
Popcorn. So here's why.
Wait. Let's clarify this because
The
popcorn
bucket.
versus Disney's popcorn is very
The
different.
Disney popcorn. Disney popcorn.
Okay. All right.
So here it's very simple. You buy the Disney popcorn bucket for about $15, right?
Right.
And then you get the refills for like $2.50, $2.25, something like that.
In my belly.
You're gonna be eating on that all day.
Yeah.
And you can bring the bucket back.
That's right.
This is the most family friendly in terms of economically sound snack you can get.
Right.
Everyone loves popcorn, and you can get it everywhere in the parks. It's not hard to find it. You go, hey, fill a bucket up. They'll fill it up, $2.50, whatever it is, and you're out of there and you're chomping on something.
Yeah.
Right now, the price of a popcorn bucket is $4.25 to $15.50. It's $2.25 for refill. I mean, that's
For Disney,
ridiculous.
that's not bad.
I'll take that as a yes.
Sam, I will give that a solid 8 because Disney popcorn, it just tastes. You're going for the value.
Tastes
I'm
really
going
good.
for the taste.
Sure.
I'm
not saying it doesn't taste good.
It's very unique tasting popcorn. I would put it even above movie theater popcorn.
Hot takes are flying.
So I'm gonna give that an 8. And you know what else I'll appreciate about it? You can't douse it in butter. That might be on the extreme for other people, but I like that. I don't need to douse it in a gallon of butter for it to taste great. So
It's just good.
I'm going 8 Mickey hits. Carter, what about you?
I'm gonna put this below the corn dog bites. I'm gonna give it a 6.
Okay.
Because
Defend that, Carter.
I like the popcorn. The popcorn tastes good, but what you have to think about is it's very salty
Mm-hmm.
and it dries your mouth out
Which is probably Disney's point because they
While
want you to buy
you're-
drinks as well.
while
Exactly.
you're walking all day.
So while you're capitalizing on your $2.50 popcorn, you can
I'm
buy
getting a
this
free cup of
$6.
water.
You
I get
can-
that. Wait, that's what I'm saying. Is it- okay, there you go.
Oh.
Free water, Carter.
That's my boy right
That-
there.
If it comes around to me, I got another hot take. Go ahead.
Okay.
Carter, what you got? What's your snack?
All right, my snack of the week has actually already been alluded to, but I went with the cinnamon roll from Gaston's Tavern,
Mhm.
Boom.
located in Fantasyland at Magic Kingdom. The thing is huge. Like it's $7, but it's a huge cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
And something I like about it is you can eat it, and then right next to it is the Little Mermaid.
I would hope you could eat it.
It's
The best thing about the snack is you can eat it.
What a bonus.
Yes.
No, it's that you can eat it, and then you don't have to go on a heavy ride because it's next to the Little Mermaid. And so while you're riding a slow moving ride, you can let it kind of sit on your stomach, and then you're ready to go.
Yeah. I tell you what else I appreciate about it is when you order it, you can ask for extra icing.
Yeah.
And they keep it in that little warmer
Mhm.
thing down underneath the counter. And so if I want 16 extra things of icing, they will give me 16 extra things of icing without charging you for it. Not that I do that, but it is cool to be able to, eat the cinnamon roll and then dip it into the icing for a little extra sweetness.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm going
think
to give that a solid. I'm not a huge cinnamon roll guy. Sam, I know you're going with this one,
huge
but
cinnamon roll.
I'm going to go 6.
That's a good old fashioned 9. That is a
Okay.
spectacular snack. That's a snack that is a staple of my trip to Magic Kingdom. All parts of the day, a cinnamon roll is good. Obviously, you want it in the morning. It's a breakfast snack.
That's true.
It's a breakfast snack.
Yeah.
And like
Can be. Yeah.
it can be. It's like beignets. I cannot eat beignets in the afternoon or at night. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yep.
It's a breakfast snack for me. But gosh, it's so gooey.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's a big snack. Again, Disney's you feel like they have tricked you. You think like you're getting your bang for your buck here, 100% for $7. So spectacular snack, Carter.
Great. Good job, guys.
How many Mickey ears are y'all giving it?
I gave it 6.
I said 9.
Oh, y'all said,
Were you
okay.
not listening?
I was. I
Gosh.
just,
God, jeez.
You're probably thinking about cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, I get it.
I was.
This is the best day of my life.
We're going to move to a segment called Ride or Lie. I'll have 4 statements I'm going to give you guys. and you have to detect which one of these Disney World facts are true. Are you ready?
Yep.
Are you pumped up beyond belief?
Like you wouldn't believe it.
Man.
Okay.
I don't have a skull.
Number 1. Mickey Mouse's voice has been performed by the same person for over 35 years, making it the longest running Disney character voice role. That's your first choice. Number 2, the basketball court on the top floor of the Matterhorn at Magic Kingdom and Disneyland is used by cast members during breaks, and it is regulation size. Number 3, Pirates of the Caribbean uses real human skeletons that were borrowed from medical schools when the attraction first opened. That's my nod for Jenna. Shout out, Jenna. And your fourth option, the smell of vanilla is pumped into Main Street USA through hidden vents to make guests feel hungry and want to buy more food. Which one of those do you think is the real Disney World fact?
No one's ever asked me that before.
Wow.
I don't think it's the vanilla.
You don't think it's vanilla?
You've been on the Keys to the Kingdom.
Yeah. So I
They
was
would
on,
have said that.
it's on the Keys to the Kingdom tour, which we can talk about another day. But let's go through all four again, Carter.
Okay.
Let's work together because
Yeah.
man, too often we they're trying to divide us, brother.
Yeah.
We need to unite. Okay, so Carter, the first one was Mickey Mouse voice, same person for like 30 something years.
35 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think that's true. What do you think? It just doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah.
And Mickey Mouse's voice has changed.
It certainly has.
I feel like it has.
So 35 years, Mickey has been around for longer than 35 years.
It's
Is that
longer than
like-
you've been alive, brother.
Is that like the first 35 years, the most recent 35 years?
Just
I
right now,
read you-
currently
I
up
read
to
you the
right now.
fact. Don't try to
Unto right
manipulate
now.
me. Don't try to manipulate me.
It is the same guy right now who's voicing Mickey Mouse has been doing, or woman, I don't know, for 35 years. No way.
I don't think so.
No way. Okay. Second one, the Matterhorn, the famous Matterhorn basketball court. Is it regulation size?
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
There's no, what?
It's on top of
A
a
regulation basketball
I thought
court
it was
is
on top of a
humongous.
hotel.
No, mountain.
The Matterhorn.
I thought he said a hotel.
Oh, Lord.
No, it's not that one then.
No, I just don't. I don't know. But Jamie was like, yeah, no, it's not right. If the host is trying to put you off, I'm going to put that in the maybe section.
All right.
Third one, Pirates of the Caribbean using real skeletons. That's crazy. Right? The more I think about it, the more I'm like, there's no possible way. Now, they may have used the mold of a real skeleton, but you're telling me they had real people's
Yeah,
skeletons
my
in
wife
Disney?
works with real skeletons, and they have to like keep those things like up. Like they don't just not decay. Like they have to spray it with stuff. They have to keep it.
Yeah.
I feel like if they were real bones, they
It's
wouldn't.
foggy.
Are
It's
you saying
foggy in there.
the Imagineers couldn't have the capability of keeping?
But why would they do that?
Yeah.
It'd also be a lot more expensive than
Okay.
fake
Well,
bones.
then,
don't know.
then say no and move on to the last one. What
okay,
we got?
I'm going to say that one's not true. The fourth one, the smell of vanilla pumped into Main Street USA. That seems so Disney. And like, yes, I did do it on the tour. I don't remember that specific fact. That sounds so Disney to pump vanilla into Main Street USA to get you to buy more stuff.
Okay.
You know?
So you're going with D
No,
or 4.
I'm
sorry.
not.
He was
I
too
think
quick
it's
with
trick.
that.
I think it's too easy.
No, I'm just I'm trying
Okay.
to move it along here.
Okay. Carl, what do you think?
Trying to focus here.
D.
Okay.
Okay. He's going vanilla.
I think it's either D or
Take
A.
I'm
your
going with
stand.
I'm going with the dadgum basketball court. I think
Okay.
there's a basketball court. I think it's full size.
All right. So here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to read you the other 3, revealing the last one
Love it.
to be true.
Okay.
Here's why the others are false. Number 1, Mickey Mouse's voice has been performed by several different people over the decades, not the same person for 35 years. So good job on that, fellas. Number 2, there's no Matterhorn at Disney World's Magic Kingdom. Number 3, while Disney does use scent machines in some areas, the vanilla smell on Main Street actually comes from the confectionery shops and restaurants, not pumped in artificial scents. So this is true. When Pirates of the Caribbean opened at Disneyland in 1967 and later at Disney World, Disney used real human skulls and skeletons from UCLA's medical center because the fake ones available at the time didn't look realistic enough. Most have been replaced with replicas, but some real bones reportedly still remain in the attraction. How about that?
Kind of creepy.
Yeah.
I should have known that. I feel really dumb.
That's okay.
I mean, but
It's just the first episode, bro.
man, I knew the thing about the vanilla, so I knew that wasn't right. The Mickey Valve, I feel good about the ones I got right. I feel more mad about the one I got wrong.
It's okay. I applaud your effort. Your thought processes were y'all were in sync. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all did a
Just
great
call me
job
Joey
with that.
Fatone, baby, because I'm in sync.
All right.
Stay out of it, or you're sleeping in my armpit.
All right, guys, we're gonna play a little over under. Over under is a very simple game where
Okay.
we're gonna give you some kind of stat, some kind of fact, and then the other people are going to decide is it the real answer above, higher,
Mm-hmm.
or below, lower.
Okay.
There you go. Carter, will you start us off with some over unders?
Yeah. All right. So the top speed of the cars at the Tomorrowland Speedway. Do
Oh,
they go
gosh.
over?
Under. Whatever you say, it's going to be under. Whatever you say, it's under because it's the worst attraction at Disney World.
Over or under 10 miles per hour.
Oh,
Jeez.
under all day
Well,
long.
okay. Are you saying the average speed, the top speed?
Top speed.
Top speed.
Okay. Well,
Oh, man.
good catch.
Gosh.
Good catch on that one, Sam.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, the lowest is it can be very low. I think they can go over 10 miles an hour. I think they can.
I'm just going to be devil's advocate and say under.
They top out at 7.5
It's about right. Man, it
Bang,
makes sense.
bang.
miles per hour.
It feels like 1 foot a millisecond.
Yeah.
Like it's awful.
Most
Especially if you get
miserable
behind a
ride.
kid that can't reach the pedals.
Yeah.
They just keep stopping.
God, it makes me more mad with kids having fun at Disney World.
Yeah.
It makes me sick.
It's like it's about them.
Side note, on Instagram yesterday, there was a picture of one of the cars from the Tomorrowland Speedway that was in the bushes. How that happened, I have no idea, but it was pretty funny.
You remember when we went my senior year and Giannis was on them?
Mm-hmm. Sure do.
We were there at the same time as Giannis.
and his brothers.
you know,
What?
They just got bounced by the Raptors.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Dead serious.
Hey,
We
this.
walked past him multiple times.
By the way, if you don't know who Giannis is, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo,
Yeah, who plays
Yeah.
one of the best basketball players in the world.
Yeah.
professional
MVP,
basketball
NBA player.
for the Bucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, just walking. Obviously, they were being guided with one of the VIP tour guides, but pretty cool sight to see Giannis chilling out in Disney World.
That's pretty awesome. It's always crazy to see a famous person
Yeah.
in real life. My wife is going to listen to this. Hopefully, she'll listen.
If she makes it this far.
Yeah, she will not. I have a really bad habit of not seeing famous people, but think they're famous people. So I'm always looking for famous people at Disney World. Have yet to see one.
This last trip we took with the some students, I did not know who this person was, but Carter, you can help me out because I don't remember his name. But it's one of these TikTok influencers.
Big Justice.
Big Justice was there. The
No
boom-
way.
The
That
boom
dude-
boom, and they were oddly enough on the ride or on the in the queue at Avatar as well. They were waiting
Wait,
to get on the ride.
They were in a queue.
They were
They're like the most important people on. Surely, I can't believe they didn't have like a VIP. Like, hey, we're taking Big Justice straight to the front of the line.
The kids, the students were in the queue.
Oh,
and he was in the lightning lane.
Oh, of course.
And he was walking by, and our kids recognized. Nobody else had recognized who he
Yeah.
was. But he was there with his family, and so they called him out, and he told the tour guide or the VIP tour guide, "Hang on just a second." He came back, took pictures with the kids,
Gosh.
did the little boom 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 thing, which I still don't know what that is, but anyway,
It's nothing.
Big
at all.
Justice was there at Disney World with his fam as well.
Shout out Big Justice.
We've
Big
encountered a
listener
lot
to
of
the pod,
famous
Big
people.
Justice.
We were there at the same time as Kevin Owens
That's
a
true.
couple years ago.
That's right.
I got one.
You go ahead.
Right? Over under. I'm gonna set the thing. The number of hidden Mickeys
Oh
in
gracious!
all of Walt Disney World.
Oh, this has got to be a big number.
Okay. The total
Disney World.
in all of Walt Disney World.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. 689 is the number. Over under.
I'm smashing over.
I'm like
I was
Babe
thinking,
Ruth point to the fence.
I was thinking
over.
thousands.
Over.
The correct answer is over.
Yes.
1,000 plus.
Yes. Yeah, we bought that book for Henry, pointing out all the different hidden Mickeys, and that's another fun thing that doesn't cost anything.
Yeah.
But that's an experience in itself, just walking around trying to find those. So great stat. Yeah.
Love it.
All right. I've got one. I want to compare. I'm going to give you two numbers, and you tell me which way this is going to go.
Okay.
Who has more employees? Walt Disney World or the rest of Disney Enterprises combined?
You talking about all the other parks?
All the other parks.
Oh, Joey, we're just talking parks.
Just talking about parks.
Disney World has more employees. They have more parks. There's more space. Yeah, definitely.
Yep. So in Southern California, in that area, there are 102,000 employees.
It's more than I would think, actually.
Yeah. And in all the other parks outside of the U.S., for example, Hong Kong, Paris, Shanghai, there are 38,000 employees.
That's it?
That's right.
What?
And so in Walt Disney World Resort in Florida, there are 263,000 employees. That's crazy.
Well, there's so
guys.
many more hotels and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy how big the space is.
I'm going to follow that up with this impressive stat.
Okay.
$67 billion is the economic impact on the United States from Disney parks and resorts in California and Florida.
Wow.
That's a massive number. So
Can't put a tariff on that. You know what I mean?
That's right. Not yet. He'll probably, we might figure out a way to do that.
Oh, we're getting political episode 1, baby. Oh, yeah.
All right. Good. All right. Any more stats?
All right. The over-under is 35 miles per hour.
Barnstormer.
How fast do you go on the big drop in Tiana's Bayou Adventure?
Oh, it's over. It's over 35 miles an hour.
Okay. 35 miles an hour is fast on water. I think there's...
Are you on water coming down, though?
Yeah, not really. Are you? I mean,
Look how stone-faced he is. Look how stone-faced he is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, water speed is different than land speed. All right. I know they're measured the same, but like when you're going on the water, it feels faster. And you're like, oh, you're only going 20 miles an hour. I think that it only goes about 30. So I'm going to say the under. I'm going to hit the under there.
The correct answer is 40 miles per hour.
Bang, bang. I'm like 17 for 17 on this stat.
Yeah.
No.
I know we've done 17 of these.
You go almost 6 times faster on Tiana than you do on Tomorrowland.
Shocker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good math, Carter.
Mm-hmm.
I just did that.
Oh, man, gosh. Didn't even have that planned. All right. The length of the monorail track.
Oh.
Okay. 15 miles.
That's a great line.
Length of the monorail track.
I'm actually going to take the under on that.
Okay. If you think it's under, take it.
I'm going to go over.
You're going to go over. The correct answer is 14.7 miles. So it is under.
Boy, you cut it close there.
It is under. I did. Yeah. The monorail is sneaky long. Sneaky long. I've ridden it a few times now. I enjoy it.
Yes.
Greatly. I don't enjoy just missing the monorail and having to wait for another one.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite color monorail that you ride?
I like the one that's fast.
Gotcha.
The one that's closest to me.
Yeah. I mean, I think the monorail is very cool.
Yeah. And the fact that it's been around for 30, 40 years. I mean, it's just amazing.
Monorail is still the transportation of the future, though. Everybody's saying it. Right. Monorails are coming everywhere.
My favorite saying.
What's that?
Monorail is the transportation of the future.
Yeah. If you've never seen the Simpsons episode about the monorail, it's probably the best Simpsons episode. Shout out Conan O'Brien. Do
we have the rights to say the word Simpsons on our podcast?
Yeah, I think they're okay with us mentioning them. It's Disney Plus.
Gotcha.
You know, I mean, they're welcome. Free publicity. We're not sponsored, by the way.
Good. Yet.
Not yet.
Not yet by Disney. I'm sure Disney will sponsor us soon.
Right.
You're free to go and never return.
All right, guys, that's a completion on our very first episode of the Big Mouse House. Great job, everyone. Way to be prepared. I love the personal stories and the segments that we had. I hope anyone listening that you've enjoyed it and that you'll tune in, subscribe, and share away. We want to build this and take over the world. Right, guys?
That's right.
Definitely want to put, what did you say? Put some people down? Is that what you said, Carter?
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Hello there, I'm John.
And I'm Sarah.
And since we didn't see you this evening, we hope you have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
It's just a dream.
All right, well, that wraps up our very first episode. Well done, guys. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all were well prepared. We had some good breakfast this morning, some great discussions, some great rankings, and I really enjoyed all our different segments, and I hope everyone enjoys it as well. Thank y'all for being here this morning.
Had a great time. This has been something we've been looking forward to doing, and it's fun to actually do it. And, hopefully when we look back on this in a few years, we're going to see how much we've grown and gotten better at this.
That's right.
But also, we hope the enthusiasm stays, because I know that I could do this for hours.
That's right. Sky's the limit. Let's get it.
That's right.
All right. Until next time, keep the magic alive and remember, there's always room for one more in the Big Mouse house.